COHiTEC, turning science into business.
Every year, millions of scientific studies and technical papers are produced worldwide. Most of those essays will fill the shelves of universities, findings that won't become useful.
In academia, we tend to produce a lot of things but never produce products, real products.
So I think it's very important to open our minds and to realize how important it is to speak with the industry.
We have the technology, we have the know-how, but we need to translate and to outcome the work for a real application.
Get what we do outside of our labs and bring it to people who need it and want to buy it.
We need a little bit more help and a lot of more knowledge in the business part.
We want to turn our science into a business. We had very good feedback from other scientists that have done this program before.
We came in contact with COHiTEC in the sense that it was an extremely good acceleration program, not only by testimony, but above all because you could definitely see the results of quite a lot of projects that came through COHiTEC and became well-established businesses.
Defining COHiTEC as a 4-month technology transfer program won't truly explain the experience it provides.
COHiTEC is a network, it's a process, it's a system, it's a group of people that work together to commercialize new technologies from a variety of sources.
Our job here is to help people build something that is really unique and that people can buy and that can help the society make new jobs, make new companies, and to add value to the country.
COHiTEC plays a huge role in this. It provides entrepreneurs with a platform where they can express their ideas, which often start out as just that, ideas.
COHiTEC developed a well-defined structure in order to achieve its current methodology.
COHiTEC has a unique approach to the process of taking technology to the market.
Focusing in what really matters in the correct timing.
It's completely different when someone is guiding you personally and when you have the mentors there to support you.
We've learned how to assess the market in a different way than we do when we hear it only from a lesson, because it's very interactive and very practical.
You see the tech algorithm working in many different types of technology, from medical ones to the engineering.
On the other hand, MBA and management students get a chance to work with an early-stage high-tech project that can become a successful startup.
I was a little bit confused, but talking with that team, I understood what was the uniqueness of this solution.
I won't get into detail, probably I would say it's something wrong, but I understand it, which is the base principle for me to be able to help them turn this technology into a product eventually.
And the fact of having a disruptive technology that will turn into a business, it's a very appealing idea.
Combining scientific and management skills within each project is a valuable feature, but teams themselves have a lot to gain by getting to know one another.
This year, all the teams have been very collaborative with each other, trying to help each other evolve.
People that are experts in different fields are also people that are very curious and give good advice.
In the startup and in business, you always need to be very attentive and interacting with the environment and changing. Be willing to change.
We start thinking about what other teams could do with their technology, with their products, giving them our opinion, our feedback.
A midterm session is held to prepare the teams for the final presentation. In a more real environment, each project must be pitched to an audience.
For the training in how to prepare our message and how to deliver it was really good. It was really important to have that point in the middle.
In that sense, the midterm was highly successful. They understood their weaknesses, they saw their strengths, and they've learned how to try to approach it in a different fashion to be more successful in another situation further down the line.
We had a lot of discussion and last-minute changes, and we actually fine-tuned very well our presentation.
At the end of each presentation, questions arise, both from a panel of experts and from a general public.
Regarding the message of what the product is, I think it went well.
I also like the part when the audience made some questions, because we could talk in a more specific way what we are doing, what we are trying to prove.
If you go to the final presentation in COHiTEC, you get a chance to see the result of almost 20 weeks of work, hard work, and we will see an improvement in their performance in such a way that they can convince present and future investors to take the project to the market as soon as possible.
The final session is held in Lisbon, in the Pavilhão do Conhecimento, the Pavilion of Knowledge, a fitting venue to receive these high-tech projects.
You should appreciate the fact that this is a world leader when it comes to technology commercialization programs.
What you are going to see is the business proposals that are the result of these formats.
Explaining how their technology could perform as a product or service in a global market and create value seemed almost an impossible task at the beginning of the program. Now they've clearly built a strategy and acquired valuable skills to approach the market, hopefully in a successful way. For those who participate in the program, COHiTEC might leave some lasting effects.
COHiTEC is a life-changing experience.
Even in the lab, I start to question things in a different way. Is this relevant? Is this important?
Especially in the papers, in research papers and so on. Now I look at my colleagues, researchers, and I see things that I didn't see earlier.
This is perfect to get it to the university and try to replicate some of the lessons and try to multiply this opportunity here to the other ideas and projects and technologies in the university.
Even the technologists that at the end don't go to the market, they will apply knowledge from COHiTEC in their lives, in their research.
Even if they're inside a big company, they can apply the process in what they are doing to implement new ideas.
The path to the market doesn't end after the final presentation.
It's not enough to just put together a business plan. The plan has to be executed. And the people who are going to execute it still need support.
After COHiTEC, most of the teams, they have a lot of technology development to carry out before they can present to investors for a big round of funding.
And what's happened here through the ACT program is the resources and the managerial support has been provided for these projects as they make the transition from the lab to taking a course for a plan on how to commercialize to actually implementing that plan.
During its 12 years of existence, COHiTEC keeps evolving, consolidating knowledge and facing new challenges.
A program like this never gets easier, but it is every single year as interesting or even more interesting than in previous years.
Every year you find different people to interact with. There are times when you have young mentors, there are times when you have older mentors, there are times when you meet with more experienced teams and with teams with less experience.
The technology right now in the 21st century is evolving so quickly that it's really difficult to say what's going to happen in 20 or 30 years.
I think it's also important to show that not only the medical business and the medical research is important, but there are a lot of industries that we need to explore more and we need to launch to the market.
I think as the program grows, the ability of both the program and people to see the opportunities in commercializing different types of technologies grows.
COHiTEC, turning science into business.